obviously with this module being content creation and AI, we need to find out how is it impacting us. So AI video generation, this is an exciting and evolving area, and you're creating mini feature films to fighting politicians, and this is obviously through AI. So I've seen, like if you're on TikTok or something like that, you've seen those little part one, part two, and they've kind of made a little mini feature film that we're quite comfortable watching with that element of in portrait mode, not having that widescreen effect, and we'll still watch it. So it's quite interesting. And then you've seen those videos of, I mean, I'm not going to mention politicians name by name, but yeah, you can see there's videos of people have created of politicians starting to fight, or football managers that come to shake hands and they start fighting, and that's just been created by AI. Some of the new technology that's helping people do that, you've got things called VO3, which is made by Google DeepMind. Google DeepMind is Google's AI research lab. But at the moment, it's got limitations, so it can only go 10 seconds long. And you can see now, I think in the video I showed you earlier on in this course, in the core module before the update, there was like one that we created of was it of the woman in the coffee shop, and she stood up, and we were like, oh well, maybe you, and but I was like, wow, you can make a photo come to life. And now we're not just making photos come to life, we're making films that are 10 seconds long. And you can even do what we call stitch and sew. So basically, if we make a video that's 10 seconds long, AI will remember the picture, it'll remember the video, it'll remember the characters, it'll remember the shops or the buildings or the roads that were involved in that. And then you'll make the next 10 seconds, so then it'll become a 20-second video. Some of the problems, some of the programs or software or tools that can help you with that, you've got something called Kling, you've got something called Cdance 2.0. Cdance is something that's been made by ByteDance, the make the owners of TikTok, and Runway's a good one as well. But once again, these could change as well. So they've got a few of them. I mean, we've already mentioned VO3, but you've got quite a few of them that are providing opportunities. But once again, in this evolving area, if one of these new ones suddenly said we can do a 60-second video, would it make the others redundant? Would it mean the others ones fall behind? And once again, this is where that monthly and yearly subscription takes place. So if you've signed up to someone for a year and then they can only do 10-second clips while somebody else has moved to 60-second clips, at least they've got that cash to invest in to help them maybe create more and maybe even keep them in business. But it is always changing, in my opinion. As I mentioned, that's why we have annual subscriptions. You can also create ads, training videos, and even AI influencers. So, this is one that I found on YouTube. I thought I'd share. It's got a few examples of different AI, and yeah, it's worth watching. So all the videos you'll see now, I'm going to press play. All the videos you'll see on here are created through AI. Let's have a look.
Guys, I think we're cooked. A few years ago, this video of Will Smith eating spaghetti went viral on the internet, and it freaking blew our minds. Fast forward a couple of years, and this is a new thing. Eating spaghetti. The sounds, the visuals, everything you're seeing right now is completely fake AI generated. That ain't really doing nothing to you? All right, then let's watch this video of this guy playing Fortnite. Yes! Victory Royale with a pickaxe! Everything you just watched was a lie. None of it was real. In only a couple of years, AI has almost completely mastered content creation, visuals, effects, sounds, graphics, designs. We're literally about to reach the point in life where we can't tell what's real and what's not anymore.
What do you think about the idea that we're just a bunch of prompts?
If I'm just a prompt, mine clearly said add anxiety and a caffeine addiction. Are we real or AI?
And after all that, I think it's fair to say
Yeah, sorry about that. It was a bit loud, wasn't it? I was going to stop it halfway through, but because it started, I'm guessing you would have adjusted your volume. But can you see that? See, I mean, just watching that, you're thinking, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could try that for my business, or let me try that for a bit of fun. So yeah, you can have a bit of fun with it, but as a business, as I've said at the bottom bullet point, creating ads, it gives you ideas, training videos. Will I be here the next time I'm doing it? I mean, I'm sure I will. I like I mean, as I've probably said, I could sit here and talk to you about marketing for hours on end. But yeah, you can do training videos, AI influencers, which we're going to touch on shortly. But you can see here the AI video creation and the difference it makes.
Guys,
So what has changed, or what's changed when it comes to influencer marketing? We are seeing changes to the market. More businesses want to use them, but with influencers seeing the difference they make, prices are going up. So when I first probably spoke to you about this, influencers was quite a new thing, but not new. No, that's wrong. Influencers were something that we were paying attention to, and I suppose it's become more commercialized now, if you like, where there are set prices. So rather than people just trying it out to see if it works, it's seen as a definite route to market about reaching out to the target audience of that particular influencer. I mean, I'm not going to define influencer for you because we've already talked about that. So, what can businesses do if they want to use the right influencer but don't want to pay the fees? What do? There is now another way they can do, thanks to AI. They can create an AI influencer. Yeah, mummy. Thanks. Okay, so what you see on the screen right now is just basically, once again, that's been made by AI. Just thought I'd tell you that. I suppose you could have guessed, couldn't you? I should have made you guess really and asked you first, do you think it's AI or not? But yeah, so what I'm saying is that if you can't afford a real influencer, and influencers definitely work. And I told you about the story last time, and I've heard and I've seen more things happen. I've been involved in a couple of things. But AI, I mean, influencers work, but if you can't afford them, maybe you can make them up. So these are AI influencers in action. So AI influencers are being used for a variety of reasons, from getting likes to getting sponsorship deals or to sell product. This creates opportunity, but also, I suppose, raises ethical concerns. I mean, how far do we go? So I'll talk you through these and just let you know what they are. You may recognize some of them, but the first one here on the left-hand side, this is Chloe versus History. This was actually a documentary on here on in the UK by a company called, well, Sky News. So they've got a documentary about it, and it talks about basically this girl here, Chloe. She's been created out of AI, and she goes back in time visiting different places. So from going to the Titanic, the ballroom or the dining room of the Titanic, and telling them all if they don't realize the ship's going to sink. She's here in Strasbourg in 1518, and then she goes to Pompeii. She talks about the Great Fire of London. Basically, she goes to all the historical places as an AI person from now, and goes back in time almost. I mean, it's real. I mean, it's quite cleverly done, and yeah. So it's done. This person, obviously, the girl you can see in that first video, she doesn't exist. It's made by AI, and then the video is made by AI. And when I was watching the documentary, it was done by, like I said, that was something done by Dance 2.0. So the guy who was making it, I mean, he didn't go into exact detail, but he gave an insight into it. The next one in the middle, this one is this is quite interesting. This is an AI influencer on Instagram called Mia Zulu, and she does not exist in real life. I think she first kind of I suppose, hit the mainstream, if you like, here in the UK was when we had the last year's tennis tournament. I think it was Wimbledon. I think it was either, yeah, 2025, or was it 24? Yeah, 2024, 25. She said that she's at the Wimbledon tennis tournament and showed her doing different things, but she doesn't exist. She's made up. So, like I said, there's a so the screenshot I've taken is from a video from the Daily Mail here in the UK. Well, I think it's Mail Sport. That's why I was on Mail Sport, because it was linked to um, um, sporting events that she's been to, but she doesn't exist. And it's just, I mean, it's just strange, isn't it? Of course, as a business, you're looking at monetization and thinking about things like that. And then the last one here on the right hand side, that's been created by using Snippo.ai. And that's from some chap called AIAJ. And basically, what he does, basically, this was an advert for Snippo.ai. And he basically said what he did was he just uploaded an image for the client that he was working for. And so I don't know if you can just about make it out, but here, so this is the picture he uploaded of the shop. And then he just, I think it must give you, I think what they call them, AI models on Snippo. But you can go on there and create this AI influencer to stand outside your shop. And he does a review. Obviously, you get the option to pick language, the type of person, the accents, and all these types of things. But once again, it's done by using AI. And I mean, you could, I mean, part of me thinks, oh God, you'd be a fool to believe that was AI, or you'd be foolish to believe that was real. But it's all about the engagement matters. So whichever way you look at it, these first two AI influencers that you've got there, we can see the figures. I mean, look there, this is just on one platform, TikTok, and this is just one video, 20 odd thousand likes, which probably means it's had hundreds of thousands of views. And then you've got that one there that says the one with the Mia Zelu, 200 odd thousand likes, which probably means it's had over a million views. So you can see, and this is just the article talking about, I mean, going on to her own actual channel will be, I mean, yeah, her own channel will give you different figures. But the point I'm making is that you can see the difference it's making. So AI influencers, and I think this is probably the reason I've done this, because content creation has changed. So yes, we knew AI existed and we talked about that in the core module and how AI can assist you. But now, and we talked about influencers, but now we're talking about AI influencers. Can you see that? I mean, it's really made a big difference, hasn't it? So AI video types. So this is I'll just start to give you a bit of a hand in terms of different softwares that I know about. And once again, you can create mini feature films to the fighting politicians. So text to video, an example. So if you just type in text and you want to create a video, Runway and VO3 do a good or provide that service. Text to avatar, that's like if you were to put in the text and you want something AI to talk, an AI model to talk about what you've typed in. You can use Synthesia and HeyGen there, both market leaders in that, I would say. Text to audio, so maybe uploading a voice sample or a saved voice, that would be done by 11 Labs. And like I said, this is not an exhaustive list. This is just to give you an idea to save you Googling or AIing it for yourself. Image to video, Grok does that on X or Twitter. Leonardo, Runway, Midjourney. Then you've got video to video. So I mean, with that area, becomes a bit more tricky. But anyway, there are video to video options, so you could basically use a video to create another video. Video to video also. So if you're swapping faces, you could use something called Deep Face Lab, HeyGen, or Reface. Then if you want to go to audio to video, you'd probably use something called HeyGen or Studio DID. It's just known as DID. And then for music generation, you could use something called Suno. I'm sure there's many others that you're probably shouting on the screen and how have you missed this one, Kaz? How have you not included that? But the aim here is not to give you a list of AI tools you can use, but just to give you a bit of an idea of different things you can do.